Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2025 North Central Texas Youth Football Championship. We've got today's matchup in the 10 and 11U division. Both teams from Aledo.
Olin.
Olin, and Aledo, Taloa.
Taloa.
Olin and Taloa facing off in the 10-11U championships. We have some great games already today. This one appears that it's going to be a really competitive matchup here at Aledo High School in beautiful Aledo, Texas. Sun going down. This one's going to be a good one, Jim.
Indeed. We've already seen some good games today. One really competitive, a couple starting to get out of hand a little bit, but we're hoping to see another solid game out of these two teams, and let's get this 10-11U thing going, and let's hope for a good solid matchup.
Yeah, we want to see a good competitive game out of these guys. Both teams had a great season, or they wouldn't be playing in the championship today. But there can only be one champion, so let's see who wants it more. That's really what it's going to boil down to. Who wants it more?
Indeed. So
As we prepare for kickoff, how about those rosters, Jim?
that's perfect timing.
Thanks.
You have to give me a minute on that. But you can talk about the uniform configuration.
So it's an interesting thing when there's two teams from the same program playing against each other in the championship. You know, one's obviously wearing away jerseys, one's wearing home jerseys, but both of these teams playing at home basically, essentially, because this is their program, but because they have multiple teams at multiple levels, and they were the best two teams in the 10-11U division, they're playing against each other for the championship. Unusual situation.
Yeah, I thought it was a little confusing, but we'll get through it.
Oh my goodness. Start out with an onside kick, and the kicking team recovers to start the game here. That ball just trickled past the 10-yard marker, and the team was disciplined enough to wait for it to do it and then plopped right down on the ball. So they will start off with the ball.
Very good. So let's see if we can try to figure out who's who here. Again, a little bit dicey situation. We're trying to figure out which team is which as we go down the roster here. Okay, I think Aledo Taloa is on the near sideline, and Olin is on the far in the light jerseys in offense. Olin takes the ball, quarterback keep, over to the left on a 1st and 10 at the 50, and picks up about 5 yards. Let's see if these stadium lights help us with the jersey pickup. The sun starts going down a little bit, it'll help.
I can't lie, I'm looking forward to that, actually. We've been up here in the sun all day long. It's been worth it, though. It's been a great day here at Aledo High School.
Okay, I think 13 is the quarterback for Taloa.
Oh, great draw play. Very patient. Set up for a pass. Pick up about 4 yards on the play. Brings up a really manageable 3rd down here in the opening series. It's going to be 3rd and 1.
Okay, at 13, if 13 is a quarterback, that's Javier Balmeras.
Or Key Hawkins if it's not.
Okay. It would Hawkin Key. That's first name, last name.
Is it Hawkin Key?
It's first name, last name.
Okay.
But I think he's 13 here for. No, he's not going to turn. I'm pretty sure he's 13, and I'm pretty sure that's Javier Belmars. Inside handoff here off the right tackle. He's going to have enough for a first down. Good second effort and yards after that first contact. Well, he was hit right at the line of scrimmage and squirted through there twice. That looks like number 7, Cade Quinlan for Taloa. We had a 1st and 10 at about the 37-yard line. Going in, they look fairly crisp so far here early. Same inside handoff going off tackle.
Gain of about 3 yards, I would say, on that play. Nice, methodical drive down the field, little chunks at a time. Very efficient.
Okay, and I could be completely wrong.
Second and 6. A little bit of a counter play, misdirection there at the beginning of that play. Gain of about 2 yards, maybe a yard and a half.
Okay, Taloa has to be in the dark uniforms on defense because they got a 99. And
do you see 99? That's who I was looking for.
99 is on the defensive line, and
he's the defensive end on this side.
I think he's the tackle. I think he's hand on the ground tackle on the left side. So there goes 18 in motion from right to left. This is going to be number 13, Hawk and Key, not Mr. Beaumaris. So I'm correct. I think I've got that right now.
Is that 99 on the far end over there, facing us?
Yeah, it's got it.
Yeah, so.
No, is it? I don't know. I think they fused the
it's
two.
It's hard to tell, but I think that's number 99, Mason McLeod, playing defensive end for Taloa. And again, the Olin offense just chunking it down the field. Another first down on 4th and short.
And so many of these numbers cross over, you know, the 8s and the 1s and the 10s and the 44. You got to try to get a 72.
Zeros,
that's not on both rosters. So if we could locate a 57 or a 77, we'd be in business. And they, to be fair, they may have not even known what jerseys they were going to wear when they showed up today.
That's a really good point.
Might have been easier for Brock, you know, we're just going to wear white. The counter.
Another counter off of the fake jet sweep there. Okay. Gain of about a yard. Just small chunks of yardage on these plays, but they're putting together a string of them and getting first downs. I think they've had 3 first downs already. Just slowly moving the ball down the field. Very efficient.
Well, that's what it takes.
So different approach here with the Aledo Olin team here, with the quarterback going to the coach between plays to verify the play here. Getting a few signals in here, it looks like. I'm always interested to see how each coach handles that. How do you get the play into these young players on the field? And we got to delay a game. Ooh.
That's part of the problem here.
And that's kind of what we were just talking about. So that takes an effect, and the coach is telling them, you gotta get that off quicker.
But that's a coaching problem, not a player problem.
It is a coaching issue here. So, because if we're being honest here, the coach is in on the field beyond the numbers. We got to get that worked out. You're having a very successful drive here. Don't get behind the sticks here, because you can't get your plays in efficiently to your team. So.
Okay, so I think Olin's got a number 10 in the backfield. Oh, he's on the wing over here. So
pass out to the wing, looking for some room, swallowed up by the defense. pretty quickly.
Good open field tackle.
And now, after methodically moving the ball down the field for 3 first downs, now we're behind the sticks. 3rd and very long here. Looks like 3rd and 16.
Yes, and that tells you, again, how bad even the slightest penalty hurts.
Yeah, it really does. They're drive killers, especially delay a game. You know, you got to have that down. That's something you got to drill at practice. That's something you got to really
Especially
spend some time on. Nice
time of the
reverse
season.
here.
Look at that. Oh, that defender came up and met that almost well, he met it perfectly. He just didn't make the tackle. But
Yeah, it slowed him down, so had a positive effect on the play there.
solid play.
Good defense. 4th and long here. After what looked to be a good, solid opening drive, it's kind of stalled out. We're 4th and 16 here.
3 minutes left in the first.
Eating up almost the entire first quarter with this drive. That's how efficient it started out. But this play is going to tell the tale here.
What do you got in there for 17 yards?
What do you got in your playbook for 4th and 17? You're going to wing the ball down the field to your receiver who, just barely misses the ball. Falls incomplete. That's going to be a turnover on downs. It's going to be 1st and 10. Taloa.
So that was a good start for Olin, but Taylor got to come in there and put their foot down. The penalty hurt, and when you're on pace to get 3, 4, 5 yards of play, but now you got to get 8 yards of play, it makes a big difference.
It really does.
One play in there by the defense, and you're way behind schedule.
But what I like about that opening play, even though there's no points on the board, some really good offensive success there, but also really good defensive success there towards the end. So both teams showing what they got in that first drive.
I think he's going to call the defense, but I think the receiver nudged over there first.
Well, they're calling it on the offense, but it looked like he may have been drawn off sides. There was a lot of movement on the defensive line there, but offensive guys got to hold their water there, and a little bit of movement starts to drive out behind the sticks. Just talking about those penalties, and here we go again. 1st and 15 for Taloa.
We'll see how they dig out of this. And that's going to tell you a little bit about what this team's made of right here. If they can overcome a 15-yard deficit and get this first down here in a couple plays, we'll learn something about them here. That is great.
Little outside zone.
Great defense.
And couldn't find any room where he's intended to go. Try to swing it to the outside. Defense is all over him there. So loss on the play. So now we're bringing up 2nd down and looks like 18 here. That's almost 20.
It's Taylor with the ball, right?
Taylor's got the ball to the best of my knowledge.
That was number 1, Willie Gibson, the 3rd on the carry.
You got to love having the 3rd there.
Sure, yeah. So eventually there's going to be a 4th. So then number 7, I believe, was on the tackle there, Wyatt Palmer, with a great open field tackle to shut that down and lose a few more yards on the play.
Number 34, Stevie West the 3rd, confirming that that's Taloa.
Okay.
With the ball.
Here we go, another penalty. It's going to be a delay. Yep. Got to get the calls in, guys.
That's one on each team here. So both teams having the same problems getting their plays in.
And I just can't believe that, this late in the season, you're in the first period on your first drives, you're having delay problems. That's unusual. The championship caliber teams, no matter what age group they are, should not be doing that.
And they're playing by different rules when it comes to the delay game here. Middle screen, they get the ball off, but just no room to go. It's going to be 3rd and forever. 3rd and about 20.
Yeah, I don't.
5 here.
I don't know. Problem with the middle screen on this level, most coaches don't teach it, and most quarterbacks don't give it enough time to materialize and let the defensive line commit and let the backs move away from the line of scrimmage to drop that ball in there.
Well,
That
you
was a
always
little
have to,
quick.
You always have to worry about your offensive line too on the middle screen at this level. Not getting too deep down the field.
Look
Look
at
at
pass.
this pass up for grabs.
I think he got it.
I
Look
think
at that.
he caught that too.
That was Stevie West the third.
Stevie West
Throwing
the
the
third,
ball.
throwing the ball.
Number 1, Willie Gibson the third. So we got a Trey on Trey connection there.
Well, and here's the thing. They probably call that play the thirds. But they shaved off about 20 yards on that play. But now we're at the end of the first quarter. We're still 4th and long on this next play coming up.
You should call that play 2/3.
2/3, I like it.
Two players with the third.
Yeah, I got why you said it.
It'd be like 2/3.
It's less funny when you explain it.
It's actually, it makes the joke funnier for me.
Okay, well, as long as you're entertaining yourself, that's good for everybody.
I think there's got to be somebody else out there that thought that would be.
Well, the good news is there's nobody listening to us right now. So
But they're gonna buy the stream and they're gonna enjoy what we're doing.
they're gonna get it, yeah. All right, so
We'll make like $6 or $8.
start of the second quarter here, 4th and about 12 yards to go
And it's not about the money.
for Taloa here, and both teams in the same situation. A little bit of success early in the drive, got behind the stakes, and now facing a turnover on down. So very competitive game to start out that whole first quarter, with Olin eating up most of the time on the clock in that first quarter.
Well, let's see what Taylor can do now. Moving the ball, we're 4th and about 12 at the 30-yard line. They're gonna go pitch
Pitching it
right.
deep. We're gonna pass the ball down the field. He's got the
Oh,
receiver, and he
caught
catches
that
the ball.
The
He's
two-
down the
The
sideline.
the two defenders take each other out, and that is
Oh my goodness! On 4th and 12.
Willie Gibson the third.
On 4th and 12, Willie Gibson III taking it to the house. That was about a 70-yard play.
Who threw the ball? Was it the quarterback?
No,
or-
he handed that
He
ball
handed
off.
it off.
He pitched it back, and it was a halfback pass.
That's what I thought.
And Taloa takes the lead 6-0 here.
That's great. That was a great play, and I think when
The change of the quarter in that moment gives you the opportunity to set that play up. You know, they
Yeah.
talked about it.
and they saw some things with a couple of the other passes that they threw, so
And we're kicking here for the first time today.
This is nice. Oh, no rush.
No rush
Yeah,
and no good.
it's a little. Oh, we're using the game clock or the play clock.
Yep, using the play clock.
Okay.
Little bit different rules here in Texas on the play clock. I was going to bring that up a minute ago. They're 25 seconds from the ready. That rule has changed in Florida, where you got 40 seconds from the spot of the ball. So the end of the previous play. So a little bit different rules here in Texas. But I think I like their rules better on this. Spot the ball, get it ready, chop it in. Old school rules for those. Really not just in Florida, in the rest of the country.
Right.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Texas and California on different rule books than the entire rest of the
They
country.
use the NCAA,
Yeah.
where we're on National Federation. And they might. I don't think they're the only two. I think there's actually 5 states that run the NCAA playbook compared to National Federation rules. Okay, so Taola, after the score, sets up to kick off.
And since they're willing to kick extra points, do they go deep?
Probably going to see some of that.
Looking for an onside kick.
This is number 7, Cade Quinton.
And he's backing up. He's booting this ball, Jim. He's going to boot it.
Quinlan.
Boom.
Boom, there it is. And it's favorable. Stay in bounds.
Smart play by number 10 for Olin. Let that ball roll out of bounds, get the extra yardage. And Olin will take over.
It's going to be at their 32.
1st and 10.
So they're going to get +5 from the out of bounds. Right? It doesn't come all the way out to the 35. It's 32.
32.
You get +5 for where it goes out.
Good job.
Okay. I got my official's badge
Tight
working.
work. First and 10 on the 32 for Olin. Little visit with the coach before they come out. Straight to the line. Let's see what they've got to answer this 6-point lead from Taloa.
Okay, clock's ticking. Let's go. Defense makes an adjustment. Look at this. The coach probably yelling at him, "Get up." There's a
No.
Settle down a little bit.
Just incomplete. Intended for number 7.
That was 13 Hawken Key. Pass intended for number 7 Wyatt Palmer. Just rushed it a little bit. He had plenty of time there. I think the rush wasn't getting to him. And then a little bit more under control pass. Could have been a completion. He had a little bit of room to run there. How do you like the 30-yard line right there in the Gulf of America? It's pretty strong.
Oh.
Here's Key.
On 2nd and 10.
Splits the defenders. Still dancing around. Got some room on the right side and picks up about 9. He's close. I don't think he quite has the first.
What a run, though.
Yeah. It's pretty nifty. I mean, he's kind of a big kid, but again,
he's tall, yeah.
Like McDonald in the earlier game, a little bit deceptive speed. He's moving faster than we think.
Some pretty good blocking on that play, too. It opened up pretty nicely.
Yeah.
So 3rd and 1. Olin starting out like they did on the last drive, just being efficient.
It's 13 again, same play. And what every coach should be doing,
yeah.
Run it till you stop it.
Why not, yeah.
Look for that one again. They haven't put a hand on him inside of 10 yards either time. But watch what they're doing when they bring the play in. Is it 13 that called the play? And now he's moving over, and they're running a wildcat? Is that what's happening here?
That's what it looks like.
That's the same kid. That's 23.
Yeah. He's the one who ran the ball last time, too.
That's Wyatt Olin. Hence the Aledo Olin.
Gotcha.
10-11U.
So relatively the same play, only he took a phantom step to the left before he went right. Gain of about 2 yards, brings up 2nd down and 8 for Aledo Olin.
Okay, so 13's calling the play. He's technically the quarterback, but then they're running into, like right now, he's lined up a quarterback.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was going out to the side. They were lined up in Wildcat.
Okay. I didn't recognize when they switched to Wildcat. I think that's maybe
10's in motion.
what I was doing.
Oh, nice little out route.
Look at that.
Complete.
10 and 11-year-olds throwing an out route.
Yeah, that is good football right there. Gain of about 5 yards on the play.
Looks like he might have stepped out about the 42. So it's going to be 3rd and about 2 or 3.
Yeah, 3rd and 3. And again, just an efficient, small chunk march down the field. And this is what they did last drive, and then it stalled out. So if they can keep the mistakes to a minimum, no penalties here, they're going to be able to answer that 6-point lead that Taloa got on them their last possession.
Oh, nice. Just the same play to the opposite side of the field.
Just can't get it to him. Ball falls incomplete. Oh, no. They're saying he caught it. They're giving him the first down. I
thought he did.
I thought that ball hit the ground, but...
That guy's 200 feet closer than I am.
Oh, yeah. He fell down and caught that ball as he was falling. It's going to be first down. Taloa. Thank you so much. Taloa.
Okay. Apologies to the Taloa family.
And the whole Taloa nation.
We'll get her.
And Aledo.
23 on the carry there. That is Wyatt Olin. Up the middle for a couple of yards. Still staying with, so what is it now? Third. Should be 2nd, right? The box guy confused. Okay, So we're about 2nd and 7. Yeah. Sun finally went down. Get my retinas back.
So Olin still on their march. 2nd and 7. Man in motion.
That's Burke in motion. He's the intended receiver. Again, going to the flat. That's a pretty confident pass right there. It's a dangerous pass, but pretty confident.
It really was. False start on the play, though. So we got a flag down. That's going to back them up 5 yards.
See, again,
and again, this is just what happened in the last drive.
It is, but I gotta say something about the officials. You know, why do you let the play get that advanced when you should have just blown it dead? What are you?
Yeah.
Half blowing the whistle?
So 2nd and 12. Handoff up the middle.
That's Olin.
Number 23.
And again, that's a good play on 3rd and 6. But when you're 2nd and 14 and you pick up 5, it doesn't have the same impact toward gaining the first down. It's just so hard to play with penalties.
It really is.
That's why they drive coaches insane on any level.
Yeah, without a doubt.
But to everybody's credit today, all the teams, there haven't been really stupid penalties. There haven't been like the grab the face mask kind of at it.
Oh,
or
super disciplined groups all day long.
Hits out of bounds or roughing the passer, those kind of things. Well, of course, we haven't had a lot of passing.
Oh, some confusion in the backfield there. Both running backs thinking they were getting the ball. They run into each other.
Creates a little bit of a disruption.
Stalls it down, and it's tremendous what's happening here. Identical to their first drive. Very successful, very methodically running the ball down the field, and then just some mistakes being made that's keeping them from.
But a good timeout.
Yeah, really good timeout.
Maybe taking the play before instead of on 4th down. But you got to regroup a little bit, and just settle everybody down. Everything's fine. Move forward. Play football.
When at this point we've got 3 minutes and 57 seconds left in the half, if Olin can somehow manage to pull off this 4th down, which is what Taloa did last time. It was 4th and 13, I think, when they scored their touchdown. So let's see what Olin can pull off here.
Timeout. Taloa.
Yeah. It's hard because we've been saying it one way all day.
I'll get it right.
Taloa. Just gonna say it. The same world.
Taloa. So we got 4th and 15.
So it looks like they were trying to draw Taloa off sides there, maybe before they called the timeout. They did have a kid jump, but because of the rules, he got back.
QwikCut.
And
I like
now
it.
we get a little QwikCut here. I don't hate it. Good discipline. Let the ball roll.
Nice.
Pin him back just a little bit. Now I get some room to play defense. I don't hate it.
That's good. I mean, a lot of things could have happened there.
Yeah,
a lot of bad things could have happened there, but they pulled it off and they gained about 20 or 25 yards. That's a heady call for a coach on this level.
Yeah, and remember that, because those 25 yards could come into play here in this last, 3.5 minutes or so of the half could be important.
So Taloa is up to the line ready to go, and Olin's still coming out of the transition down.
We got a late guy in the field, and they don't get the ball off before he gets there. Looking to pass, nothing there, and he finds some room. Chased down from behind, but a pickup flag on the play. So
Well, it looked like
looks
23
so
Olin, or Wyatt Olin was.
there's too many guys on the field here. So we had that late guy run on the field.
I don't think there was 12. Yeah, he was the 11th person that came on.
Yeah, so they're waving that flag off. They threw the flag. He counted the players, waving it off, pick up a 4 yards, 2nd down and 6 for Taloa.
Timing pattern down the right sideline.
False incomplete.
Yeah. The pass is intended number 14.
3rd down and 6.
Oliver Whitford. Couldn't quite track it down, but we'll probably come back to that play here in a little while because if
Well, and here's the thing: when you get 4th and 13 and you throw a pass that goes for a touchdown, you're going to want to keep throwing the ball. That's what they've got going on right here.
right.
But here's what's happening: get a couple of incomplete passes, you turn the ball over on downs and disposition the ball, and there's a lot of time on this clock yet for Olin to get back in this game.
This is Stevie West III.
And again, another incomplete pass, 4th down.
Yeah, that.
So unless they're willing to punt here, they're giving Olin exactly what they need to match this score before halftime.
And that makes
if they turn the ball over here,
and it makes the punt very productive, or the quick kick.
Yeah,
the quick kick.
Yeah, interesting play call here. Let's see what they're going to do.
They've had some success with throwing the ball. I don't know. Well, all the receivers are pretty excited, so let's see what happens. Timeout Taloa.
Coach Taloa needs to talk it over with his team here on 4th down. They had some time to discuss that last 4th down attempt that went for a touchdown for about 70 yards. They're right about the same spot they were on the field. Need a few less yards for the 1st down on this one.
Yeah, I mean, it's
let's see what they've got up their sleeve here. I got the feeling that based on what happened last time in the current score, they're going for it here.
Well, I agree they're going to go for it. You see 2 quick kicks in the same game. That's not natural. They're not doing that.
Oh, good block there. Can't get the ball off. No flags on the field. That's going to be a turnover on downs. Olin's going to get the ball back with really good field position here with 3 minutes left on the clock.
And it looks like that ball may have slipped out of his hand a little bit.
Yeah, he had a receiver downfield, but it didn't quite get there.
Yeah, it was. He's shown that he's more accurate than that.
Yeah, and a little bit of pressure there.
Sure.
Had some protection back there. Stepped up from it to get rid of that ball, but just couldn't keep a hand on it tight enough to get that ball where he wanted it to go. So Olin gets the ball back inside the 30-yard line. 3 minutes left on the clock, with the potential to tie this game up before halftime.
Well, they got plenty of time, and they got timeout. So time's not an issue, but just stop the little mistakes.
Olin finds some room on the outside.
Yes, he does.
That's a big gain of about 8 yards here.
Yep.
Right at the 20-yard line. And you don't want to put the ball back in Taloa's hands, so you got to eat this clock up, and you got to score. That's what Olin's thinking right here.
Oh, they definitely want to punch it in. I mean, you don't get too many cracks inside, down around the 20.
But you also want to eat that clock up. You don't want to give the ball back. So
true. But they've been playing all right defense. I mean, it's not stellar, but
they've also methodically moved the ball and chewed up the entire almost first quarter. So they know how to work that clock.
They do. No gain on the play.
No gain. Completed pass. No gain.
But eventually that's going to work.
Yeah, that's going to.
Now, when they did this last time, they did that in the flat over there, and they came right back on this side.
They did.
So let's see if they try that again.
So 3rd and 3. Under 2 minutes now and a half. They need this first down. Keep this drive alive. Keep their chances of tying this game up before halftime.
I don't think clock management's an issue right yet. I'm going to run right behind 3 blockers in the backfield.
Big first down right here.
There it is.
Big first down.
Well inside the 20s, down to about the 17-yard line.
Clock stops to set the chains. They got plenty of time here. No need to rush it.
Now we got the same setup with quarterback in the shotgun, 3 receivers off to the left for blocking. He chooses to go outside.
Just a swarm to the ball.
Yeah, good defense. Good defense. That's a solid defensive effort.
Yeah, did not give him room to run, and then everybody swarmed to the ball there. Nice job by the Taloa defense.
And Olin had blockers on that side of the line, on this side of the ball. It was a mismatch numbers wise. Taloa just played better defense. 57 seconds left in the quarter. Or the half, if you're looking at it that way. It is the second quarter. Both statements could be true.
Both statements are true. And here we are with the sunset over North Central Texas.
Finally.
Live from Aledo High School. Second down.
Split stacked receivers on both sides, and Taloa plays it just about as good as you can play it. No gain on the play.
Wide receiver screenplay at this level of football. It's impressive.
Yeah, you don't see that everywhere.
This is impressive. They don't get much out of it. They get nothing out of it, as a matter of fact. So we're 3rd and 11 here.
But not every play is designed. Of course, you want to gain yardage, but sometimes you use a play to set up something else.
Got to get some yardage off of this one.
He's going to try to go the same.
They do not.
The same thing. He probably would have been better off dropping on him.
Olin's going to have to take their second time out.
Yeah, well, essentially, they've got 1 play left.
Yeah, they've got to figure this out. 4th and 11.
I mean, they could get a first down and still.
And they got another timeout left. But here's the thing. So they did a good job of draining the clock, but they needed to get a score here to tie it up before the half.
But that's important.
Let's see what they've got. For 4th and 11, 18 seconds left in the half.
Quarterback's in a shotgun for Olin. 3 receivers in the backfield over to the right. He rolls right, going to throw. He's got a guy open.
Oh, just off his fingertips.
Wow.
That's a first down, possibly a touchdown if he catches that ball just off his fingertips.
Hawkin Key with a great pass.
Yeah.
It was a little bit out of the range, a little bit wide.
Tiny bit short, but
certainly could have been caught.
Yeah. Great play call by the coach there. Really good play call. Just couldn't get it executed. Turnover on downs.
Yeah, that was absolutely a first down, if not a score.
Taloa's got the ball now, first down on their own, where we at the 18-yard line.
Yep.
13 seconds left in the clock. How aggressive are they going to be here?
Tell you what, I do that. I do that bubble screen up the top sideline.
Based on the receivers, I'm going to say they're going to be kind of aggressive
here.
There
it is. It wasn't the screen, but it was. I'm sure that is the other was Stevie West, the quarterback, but that's Willie Gibson out there on that run. I think. See if that's number 1 as he's coming back.
2/3 in the game here.
2/3. 2/3 left, 2/3 right.
Don't think it was number 1 though.
No.
It was 11.
11. That is Tucker Dobias.
Almost had it too. Kept his eye on the ball, just a little
But
too much underneath the ball for him.
run the same play, either sideline, whichever one you want to go
Yeah,
down.
you got 7 seconds. You're going to take a shot here. Defense stepping up. You
Well, one of them's offsides now.
got
That has to go against the defense. If not, it's a snap infraction on the center.
a little bit of a discussion here. Got to bring all 4 officials in to find out what's going on.
Should not be that much talk. There you go.
So, offsides on the defense. That's going to move the ball up 5 yards. Really no effect with the 5-yard penalty with 7 seconds left in the clock. They're still going to take that shot down the field.
I think they're going top left. Nope. It's inside handoff. That is Willie Gibson III, and he's brought down with a jersey pull,
And
jersey tackle.
with that, the clock expires and the half will end 6-0. Taloa with the lead.
You wanted a competitive game.
It is a competitive game. This is pretty impressive by both these teams. I like what we're seeing here. All right, stick around for the second half. You're watching the QwikCut Sports Network live from Aledo High School North Central Texas Youth Football Championship. Okay, start of the second half in this 10-11 U Championship game live from Aledo High School.
Number 10 for Aledo Olin. That's Brant Burke with the cover of the kick. And tackled by number 1, Willie Gibson III, and number 13, Javier Belmaris. So we're going to set up 1st and 10 for Olin at the Aledo 48, going left to right. Olin in the lighter jerseys, Taloa in the dark. Hand off tackle to the right. Short gain on 1st down, or maybe not much at all.
And Jim, Olin needs a spark here in the second half. They're down by 6. They haven't been too deep on Taloa's side of the field yet this game, and every drive seems to start out with a little bit of success and then seems to kind of falter there after a couple of 1st downs. So they need to take one all the way down to stay in this game. Small gain.
That's number 7, Wyatt Palmer for Olin.
It's going to bring up 3rd down and 7.
Number 14, Oliver Whitford, in on the tackle. A couple other Taloa defenders. Taloa. Did I say it wrong twice? Taloa. I'll get there. An empty backfield with 3 blockers over on
he's
the
got
left,
the
and he
first
runs
down.
right. That was a great run.
That was a great run.
Good play call. I think the defense thought he was going to do something to the left side.
Olin, number 23 on the carry, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, great run. He's had a couple of them today. And again, very efficient offense here. On 3rd and long, we got a 1st down. If they can just keep this momentum going, they'll be right back in this game.
So, just eliminate the mistakes. Don't jump off sides. Don't put the ball on the ground. Keep it moving. An empty backfield, quarterback's in a shotgun. 3 receivers or 3 backs over on the right for blocking, and he goes against the grain again. Picks up a few yards down to about the 30-yard line.
It gets about 4 yards on the play. But they're going to have to get a little bit more creative than that. The Taloa defense is not going to fall for that over and over again. Just basically wildcat keeper is what it is, and you're going to have to get a little creative to sustain a drive here.
Well, check what's going to happen here. What I think is going to happen is they're going to keep running this a little bit because they are getting some yardage out of it. It's a good play. It's working for them, 3, 4, 5 yards. Nothing wrong with that. Now,
another 4-yard gain.
The defense is going to start cheating up on that, and one of those 3 receivers over there is going to sneak out and catch a 5, 8, 10-yard pass and pick up the 1st down or score.
So 3rd down and 3 here, and maybe that's the goal. Maybe that's what they're trying to do. Make the defense commit to that. Setting up something bigger.
Well, he's Maverick. He's going to hit the brakes then.
Fly right by him.
Fly right by him. You pull him in. Here's
and
the
there
pass.
it is. There's the pass.
And
it's intercepted.
That's the
Intercepted by Taloa. Number 14.
Oliver Whitford for Taloa.
Oliver Whitford pretty pumped up about that. I don't know how many interceptions he's had for the season, but he definitely stepping up big in the championship game here. One of the smaller kids on that defense. Pretty sure hands.
Solid play. And it wasn't a bad pass. I mean, it was the right play call. The quarterback did the right thing. And sometimes the defender just makes a good play.
And that's what happened there. Yeah, really good play. Giving the ball back to Taloa here. Deep in their own territory. Faking the jet sweep.
Pops
Up the
through.
middle.
Look at that. Nice little run.
Good run, number 35.
And that is trip cast
Gain of 5 yards.
for Taloa.
Trip cast. Running hard there.
But he did not trip.
I saw what you did there.
Little
It's pretty
wordplay.
good. It's pretty good.
He more bulled his way. He had bull cast.
Offense spread out here on second down. Man in motion. And the play is stopped dead.
False start.
False start on the offense. That's going to
Taloa.
cost them 5 yards. Looked like that ball went into the wrong player's hands on the snap. Little bit of confusion in the backfield on who was supposed to have the ball and who ended up with it. But okay, so we were at 2nd and 5, 2nd and 10 now after the penalty.
An offset eye, a deep tailback, which I like. Not a clear, clean handoff, but plenty of yardage.
Good hard run there again. By number 35 again. Trip cast. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and short here. 3rd and about 2.
Very manageable, and you know, we haven't seen a lot of real punting.
No, we had one quick kick. But Taloa, got to feel like they are confident enough in their offense, even if they don't pick this up, as long as they don't use a lot or lose a lot of yardage, they're going to be going for it on 4th down here if they get to 4th down. But
I think they will. I think they'll get the first, and do this. That's a way to weave through.
Just scatting his way through the defense.
Le'Veon Bell like rush.
Yep, absolutely. Number 1 there for Taloa.
Willie Gibson the third.
Willie Gibson the third, getting that big first down to keep this drive alive. And now they're having a slow, methodical drive down the field, eating up some of this clock with a 6-point lead. Just over 4 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Taloa with the lead and the ball. 1st and 10.
Got a T backfield with 2 backs on either side of the quarterback in the shotgun. Motion out to the left. They're going to throw to
Gibson goes back for the
wow.
live ball. They get back on it. Tried a little trickery there on 1st down. End up losing about, I'm going to say it's about 5 yards here, but
they're going
more like
to call that a lateral?
Yeah, I think they did.
Okay.
So loss of 5. Whoa. I take that back. Loss of 8 on the play.
Not sure it was that far back.
And it's going to be 3rd down.
So why did the ball not move? Why is the ball at a different place than the down marker?
That's a really good question.
And not for nothing, that was a pretty solid
No,
defensive
the
play.
ball is there. They're lined up correctly.
Okay.
It just looked like it from the angle that we were at.
Okay.
So now, digging themselves back in a hole. This entire game has been this way. And now I think the officials are going to discuss maybe the spot. I'm not really sure what's happening here, but a little bit of confusion on what happened on that last play. It was a double pass, but the second pass was behind, or it would have been illegal. But it was incomplete.
So he's going to call it an incomplete pass. That was a double. Was the first pass a lateral? If the first pass was a lateral, then the second one can be forward.
But I don't think it
But
was.
I think that's what Olin is arguing.
But on the second pass, it seemed to be backwards to me, which would mean you would lose yards on that. But they brought the ball back up, almost like they had replay there, because they were set, and then all of a sudden something made them change it. But 2nd and 10 for Taloa.
Ooh. That's a nice tackle from behind on a really quick guy. That looks like 23 on the tackle, which is Wyatt Olin. And Willie Gibson the third.
Willie Gibson the third on the run.
Carry.
Willie Gibson third. One of the smaller guys on the field, but he can run. He's got good feet. And now we got a loss of 5, and it's going to bring up third down and 15. Both teams having trouble sustaining drives today. With the exception of the one big play on 4th and 13.
Quarterback keeps around the left side. Oop. Ball's deflected.
Falls incomplete. Now we got 4th and long coming up. So, Jim, with the exception of the long play on 4th down in the first half, this has been a back and forth defensive battle here.
Yeah, and is it so much? I mean, obviously, the defense is making some plays, but the offense is giving them that yardage opportunity to continue to turn the ball over. Now, this might be another good spot to do that quick kick. Don't show punt, but go ahead and punt it. They're not going to do that. And this is maybe
he breaks loose. Oh, he's still alive.
He got back to the line of scrimmage.
He got back to the line of scrimmage. A lot of effort for no yardage there, and Taloa will turn the ball over on downs back to Olin right at the 30-yard line.
2:32 left in the third, and that would have been a good spot to go ahead and kick the ball.
Maybe, yeah. And instead, they give great field position back to Olin. And so here's what Olin needed. They needed this field position because they can sustain 20, 30 yards. They just have a hard time getting beyond that. So
I don't know. Show me.
Well,
let's see it.
Let's see what they can do here.
They got some nice plays. This shotgun with the group of 3 over there to one side or the other. Right now they're over on the left. And let's see what they do. They're going to run back over to the right.
They're going to pick up 3 yards on that.
I see doing that occasionally, but that shouldn't be your bread and butter. Why are you going to run into?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
An outnumbered base where the defense is outnumbering your blockers.
They're giving 23 Olin. They're giving him a lot of responsibility, taking the snap, run left, taking the snap, run right. They're going to have to get creative here if they want to sustain a drive, and I haven't seen it from them yet.
No, not yet. And we're running out of time. It's getting late in the game.
It is getting late in the game,
so again,
and they run the same play, and you gotta suspect that that they're not deep in their playbook. They've run that play
a half a dozen times.
Yeah, plenty of times in this game. So they got to mix it up. Now, here's what's probably happening. They tried to set up the pass last possession. When they did, they turned the ball over with an interception. So some coaches at this level will shy away from calling that play again right away. But that's what they did last time. They ran it. They tried to set the defense up to come up for the run, and then they went to pass it.
So
unfortunately, turned the ball over.
Different formation. We have motion coming back from left to right.
3rd and 6.
Here's the pass.
Putting the ball in the air. And a lot of traffic there in the middle. And he had a guy on the outside there that kind of deep down the field, but threw the ball into a lot of traffic, falls incomplete. That brings up 4th down and 6 to go.
And I think he had a lot more time than he thought he did.
Yeah, he may have rushed that pass a little bit. 1 minute left in the third quarter. Another 4th down coming up for Olin. See if they can convert here and keep this drive alive.
They're going to set up the 3 receivers on this side. The 3 blockers over here in the backfield. Nope, we're going the other way. Oh, no, not at all. They got
split back.
Do they have too many on the field?
Look like 11 to me.
No, they only had 11.
Either way, some confusion here. So they'll have to use a timeout here in the third quarter.
Could hurt later.
It could hurt later in such a tight game. And I keep saying they got to find a way to get back in the game, but they're not out of this game by any means. One play changes the score on this on this game. It's 6-0. But really, neither team has had a lot of production on offense, minus that one play that broke loose for the score. So,
Right.
you know, this is anybody's game. Anything can happen. Anybody can make a mistake. Anybody can make a play. So, with
I'm right there
basically,
with you. I mean, there's no disagreement.
yeah, basically 9 minutes left in the game, and Olin with great field position here, unable to do anything with it so far. 4th and 6.
They're back in the shotgun, one back on each side in that T. We got a wide receiver split on the left. Here's number.
Taking it wide for the pass. He's by himself. It looks like he caught him. Waiting for the official signal, and again, this guy over here saying no.
What? Why would he call that? The guy that's on covering the play, why would he point
He's
over?
all by himself. The ball hit the ground. It did hit the ground.
Okay.
Yeah, watching it back, it did hit the ground, but man, from up here, it looked like he caught that ball. Oh, so close, so close. And he had some space. He got a little too deep there. Made it a hard throw for the quarterback. Couldn't get back to it in time. Ball hits the ground. Olin turns the ball back over to Taloa.
But not horrible. I mean, that was good. It was a good play setup.
Great play. Just couldn't get the execution.
Solid play call, and let's see what they can do on defense now.
Pretty solid defense. Gain of about a yard on the play.
I can't read the number.
Maybe 2.
No, that was a 2-digit number.
No, I'm saying 2 yards.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, never mind 1. They moved it back. Only a yard gained on the play. 2nd down.
Inside of 30 seconds left on the period.
2 receivers wide left. Split backfield. 1 receiver to the right.
Look at this.
Just airs it out. Receivers looking for pass interference, but coverage was pretty good. Ball was overthrown. Incomplete. 3rd down. 3rd and 9.
Well, and that's what you get with the collegiate rules. I don't know in any college game that would have been called. Now, in Florida, and that might have been because we don't have the uncatchable ball to begin with.
Right.
And I think the contact was probably there a little early. But that's not why the kid didn't catch the ball.
Yeah, there's some incidental contact there at the end of the play, but
Thinking.
And now we've got a timeout. Both teams using one timeout here at the end of the 3rd quarter.
Taloa got this one. This timeout. 8 seconds left in a quarter.
Action picks back up. 3rd and 9 for Taloa. 8 seconds left in the quarter. Man in motion jet sweep. It's a reverse.
There it is.
Oh, just barely gets it off. He gets up the middle. Oh, what a move. Oh, what a tackle by number 1 for Olin.
That is Jackson Chapman, the same young man who just threw that pass there a minute ago. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
About a 25-yard gain on the play that looked like it was going to get stuffed in the backfield on the reverse. End of the 3rd quarter. Taloa cross midfield to about the 40-yard line.
That was good. Good play call.
Yeah, really, really good play call. Really good execution by that player, because I'm assuming that reverse was supposed to go to the outside. He sees the hole in the middle, sees some defenders in front of him, and turns that ball at the field for a 25-yard gain.
That was good. I mean, that's what they needed. Somebody needs to make a play. And if Taloa cashes this in, that's going to put a lot of pressure on Olin.
Yeah, they've had a lot of pressure, being behind in the entire game. They go up another score, and that's really going to put the pressure on them.
Now, if you're watching this live stream, if you're interested in highlights for your player for the game or the season, contact the office 407-678-2011 or drop me an email. My last name is McCrary. It's McCrary, J, MCCRARY, the letter J, at QwikCut, QwikCut.com. Quarterback's in shotgun, takes a shot way
deep down the field. Pass intended for number 1.
Willie Gibson the third.
Willie Gibson the third is the go-to guy.
Yes, he's got the hot hands, but he needs to pull another one in.
He's their Jamar Chase. But falls incomplete, brings up second down. If I'm Taloa here, I'm smart with this drive. I'm not going to take too many of those shots. I'm going to drive the ball down the field. I'm going to chew up some of this clock, and I'm going to hopefully put this ball in the end zone and finish this game.
Oh, that's probably the way they're thinking about it on the sideline, but the defense is going to have a little something to say about that too.
Good hard run by number 35 here. Pickup of about 4 yards.
35's Trip Cast.
Tripcast, we've called his name a couple of times.
Heard of a few. But you don't want to get too conservative here. You want to keep moving the ball. You want to get the first down, get another first down, whittle that time down, punch it in. You do that, and it makes things really tough on Olin. So we've got a quarterback in the shotgun, one back deep, one shallow, 2 wide outs, one in the slot. And there's Willie Gibson the third, making a nice cut off a block. What a great...
Oh, what a run.
I think he's going to call a hold out there.
I see the flag.
Man, I do not like that call.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah. That's a tough call. Seeing it from here in real time, I don't think it was a hold. And you can't judge these kids the same way you would a high school kid, right? I mean, you would think that by the time you get to high school, you got some technique and you know where you can put your hands and where you can't. Now, if he had a hold of jersey and the kid was trying to get away, yeah, that's a hold all day long. I'm not sure that was a hold. I'll let you know when I review the film later. I'll break it down with the front office in Secaucus, New Jersey.
You have to let me know.
So they moving back, and now, what we've been just talking about the whole time. It's 1st and 15. Nice little pass out in the flat, but we didn't get any yardage. And he actually picks up about 3, 4, but now it's deep. And what were we looking at? 4th and 11, 4th and 12.
And again, just unable to sustain a drive. Neither team.
No, it's unbelievable that you can't limit the penalties. Or was the bad snaps earlier in the day?
Correct.
We haven't seen that, but we've seen penalties. Quarterback takes the shotgun snap, and that's the equivalent of a punt.
It is intercepted. possibility of a return, but two players going for it at the same time.
I think it was number 1, Jackson Chapman, with the interception, which, I mean, he had to catch it, the ball was thrown right to him. But down at the 30-yard line, Olin will take over 1st and 10.
7:46 left in the game.
But they got to get moving.
It's time. It's right now. Let's get this going. I don't want to say now or never. I've said it every game, but
you may not get another shot at the ball.
That's
you got to do something
fact.
with this right now.
And their drives have taken a while. It takes them time to move the ball down the field. That's just the style of their offense.
Yeah.
So they've got to make it happen now.
It's not a good way
And
to get
that is not how to start it. Number 99 on the sack there. Loss of 3.
Looked like Wyatt Olin on the carry. And
he's had a very productive day, but got wrapped up in the backfield that time.
Taloa offense, or excuse me, Taloa's defense stepping in there and making a play.
Was that 99, I believe?
If it was, that's Mason McLeod.
I'm going to give Mason McLeod the credit on that one.
Here we go with the reverse.
Fake
Faked
reverse.
it. He kept it.
Reverse.
And
the pass. Oh, too much. Too much. Oh, my goodness. What a very well set up play there.
That was great.
That would have gone to the house if they could have pulled that off. And last time they tried something similar to that, a little bit underthrown. That one's a little bit overthrown. That receiver just sitting out there waiting for the ball. Just can't get a break.
That's
and that
what
brings
we
up
needed.
3rd and 13. That was the play they needed right there. And
Exactly.
great job by the coach for calling that.
Just got to work on the execution.
Little struggle in the execution today.
10, 11-year-old kids. Tend to pinpoint a 25-yard pass. That's a little much, but
A little bit of
you got
early
to take your
movement
shot.
on the line, no flag.
Okay, so we picked up a yard or two.
Hard
No, he
hit.
gets about 4 or 5, but now we're still looking 4th and 9,
Yeah.
4th and 10.
Long for 4th down. We've seen a bunch of these in this game.
So now what do? You're gonna run the risk of giving the ball back over to Taloa.
And because of the incomplete passes, not much time off the clock during this drive. So you're going to give the ball back to them with a lot of time left on the clock. You'd have to get a very quick stop to keep yourself in this game. But what they're hoping for is a conversion here on 4th down, 4th and long. And they're going to get a delayed game here.
Yep.
And that is unfortunate. It takes that 4th and 9 to 4th and 14.
Yeah, but even in that situation, I don't know if I'm calling a timeout. Even if I know it's going to 0.
Well, but it does change your play call probably, right? I mean,
you're in the same predicament. If you
may
had
have
something
had
dialed up
something-
for 10, you got it dialed up for 15.
Well,
Right?
maybe. I'm just thinking we've quick kicked the ball once. If I wasn't planning on doing it 4th and 10, this deep in my own territory, I might be thinking about doing it here because the defense has been playing pretty good, and there's still quite a bit of time left on the clock. And now they burn the timeout after the penalty.
That's bad.
Yeah.
But
Some struggle by Olin here, but they're still in the game. If they can pull this off or pull off a stop, they're still in the game. It's only 6-0, so you got to take that into consideration when you're deciding what to do here. And I think that's what the timeout was for.
but if they're convinced that we can pull off, we can execute a punt or a quick kick, then do it. Because if you can gain 25 or 30 yards here, you're not going to be able to flip the entire field, but you're going to flip a significant portion of it. Where if you play defense, you're going to be out about midfield. It's a shorter run to get there, and
Yeah.
you got to consider the time, and you got to start ramping your offense up too.
And the defense has been playing very well.
Yeah. That's
Long
Olin with the
pass.
pass, and
A
there's
pick
your
six. Yeah, that's what you don't want to do. That was the one thing that couldn't happen on that play, and it did.
Now That's where it backfires.
Taloa
Who got the ball?
on the
Did you see
pick
it?
six. I couldn't see it, but I tell you what, you would think every one of those kids on the field did because they're all excited about it. Because they know that probably means the game. With the way this game's been going, that's probably sealing the deal for them. Taloa, the 12-0 lead with 5:17 left in the play. Let's see what they dial up here for the extra point. Going for the kick again.
Why not? Bounced off.
Just a bit outside. And the lead remains at 12. So 12-0. With the strongest both these defenses have been playing all day, that 12-0 lead is a monster lead at this point in the game with 5:17 left to play.
Not completely out of reach, but you got to start making some things happen. Now they're probably going to do well. I don't know. Last time they scored, they did kick the ball away. So I would.
Yeah, and I feel like that's what they need to do
I would
here.
expect Taloa to kick it away, and I really don't think there's much of a threat of Olin running it back, right? They haven't had any breakaway play in the entire game.
And anything can happen on a kick, but I think the smart move would be kick it as deep as you possibly can.
Yeah, and go down and make a tackle. That's the play right here. So let's see what he's going to do. This is number 2, Jaden Taloa kicking. There's a great
Pretty
kick.
decent kick right here.
Didn't go out of bounds.
Oh, just bounced right out of bounds.
So Olin's going to set up 1st and 10 from their 34 over on the right hash. And we'll see, but you gotta have a couple plays already going. Let's have some urgency because
And here's the thing: they had some deep shots downfield, all set up by other plays. They don't have time to do the setup here. You got to take some shots. You gotta be aggressive and get the ball down the field
and keep moving the sticks.
Yeah, down by 2 scores now. They got to change the speed in which they are moving the ball here.
If you
And
do
it
anything
starts right
up
now.
tempo, get it right now.
Yeah. You got a 2-minute drill. Let's work it with 5 minutes left.
There's good.
They're going
Look
to
at
go
this.
outside. He's got some space. He's getting out in the open. Would have been good to get out of bounds there, but
Number 1, Jackson Chapman on the good reception, gets plenty of yardage for the first down. So that's a step in the right direction.
That's a big chunk. That's what we were just talking about. So really good productivity on first down here. Let's see if they can keep it going.
But this is too slow. Gotta have that going right now. Quarterback's in a shotgun with the 3 receivers or 3 backs over on the far left. Yep, stopping that one. We're going to have a penalty.
False start again.
Yep.
Just another
The right side of the line.
2 steps forward, 4 steps back. I mean,
That's not a good weight loss program.
it's really not. You know, it's a good weight loss program. Commentating some championship games and not eating anything all day long.
It's going to be me on the way to the elevator, 2 steps forward and 4 steps back.
We're going to go get some Texas barbecue. Anybody that's watching this, you know, good place to eat around Aledo, Texas, just let us know.
Double stack
And
wides.
another penalty. White Olin's got something to say about that. He's upset about it. And now, just right back to where they started, before the big run, putting themselves in another hole, and they are quickly losing time on this clock, down by 2 scores.
Yeah, they got to get moving.
1st and 20 for Olin.
The double stack, both split quarterback in a shotgun pistol formation. Oh,
Got a man.
nice.
Oh, great catch. Great catch. Oh, and he's working down the field.
That's what you need.
Nice job. Number
Where's that been all
7.
day?
Number 7.
Wyatt Palmer.
Wyatt Palmer with the catch, and that's a gain of a good 45 yards there.
Good at that.
Yeah. And just the extra yards after the catch.
He's working that stiff arm though.
So we're 1st and 10 from the 15. That's exactly what they needed to do. Big chunks. They got to get to the line of scrimmage with some urgency here. 16 on the play clock. And double stacked receivers on both sides again.
Exactly the same play. Can't get out of bounds. Did pick up a few yards, but this is not drive time. You need to.
Yeah, it's not time for the screens. You got to go downfield like you did on the play before. But the faking of the screen was pivotal there on that play. That receiver was out there all by himself.
He sure was. Another guy coming in didn't know what the play is. So, empty backfield this time.
Gotta be smart here. Looks like they're run, but he was poised to throw the ball, and he did throw that ball. I think if he just kept running with that stiff arm, he might have gotten some yards on the outside there, but saw a receiver downfield, threw it, no harm, no foul, stops the clock.
I think most quarterbacks that age are going to take that shot.
No harm, no foul.
Yeah, but
if that's a turnover, it ends the game. But you know, his initial goal was to throw the ball, so he went with the plan, and good stoppage of the clock there. But we're 3rd and about 7 here, 6 maybe.
yeah.
And we're going deep again. He's got a man in the end zone. Touchdown, Olin. Nice job.
I think that one might have been Hawk and Key.
That was a great pass, great catch, great timing on that play. Good play call by the coach. That's exactly what they needed.
Yeah.
Maybe a little too late with only 2:13 left on the clock, but
We'll see.
they finally get on the board, and they're going for the kick.
C21.
Snap, hold, 23 it looks like.
Oh, this is Olin.
And kick, no good. So 12-6. Taloa still on top. Look for the onside kick coming here with 2:13 left in the game.
Yeah, you gotta go onside here. I don't think there's enough time to play defense.
To get the stop, no. Only 2 timeouts. No, I'm sorry, they only got 1 timeout left. And only 2:13 on the clock, so they're looking for a good onside kick here. They get the ball back. They might have something going here. Regardless of how this plays out, both these teams have played really well today. Some self-inflicted wounds on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
But some really good defense and some very creative offense that just by small amounts not executed to the point where they could be successful with it. But very good creative play calls. Coaches have done a good job, both sides, and great football game.
I think both offenses did almost enough to if they would have eliminated even half of the penalties, this very easily could be a 24-18 game, somewhere in that range.
Yeah.
But because of the penalties, it's kept the scoring down, which makes the defenses look a little bit better. And the defenses honestly don't, not that they're not working hard, but they don't have to work as hard because they're not trying to stop, 3, 4, 5 yards on a 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down. You've got to get 8 yards because you're 1st and 15 or at some point 2nd and 20.
So the entire field set up backwards.
Yeah.
And the coach is yelling at the officials, and the officials are like, "Oh yeah, you're right, coach." Don't see that every day.
No, and they just took it. You're right. Because they were. and they were wrong completely.
That's interesting.
So Olin steps up for the kickoff.
Sees the spot on the field where he wants to put the ball. You could tell.
He's got a target. Nice kick.
Oh.
Right to him.
Great hands play by the hands team up there.
That's quality job right there. Just catch the ball when it comes to you.
So Taloa with the ball now with 2:13, 2:12 on the clock. Not quite to midfield.
They've only got one timeout?
Oh, they're going to mark it right on the 50.
That's about right.
Yeah, that is about right. Went exactly 10 yards right into the hands of the receiver. And now it's just a matter of you got to do enough to work this clock down, and you win the game. You are the champions. If you can pull this off, work this clock and hold on to this ball for the next 2:12.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh. And he's way up the middle, probably going all the way. My goodness. That's the capper on the game. That's number 35.
Trip cast. Left no doubt.
Had a pretty good game all game, but really puts the capper on it now. That is a game ender right there.
Yeah, that's the proverbial nail in the coffin. And it's a shame because they did come back and make it a competitive game, and you know, Olin's just going to fall a bit short tonight. Great season, but not the better team today.
No good on the kick. And it's 18-6. Aledo Taloa. 159 away from being your 2025 10-11U North Central Texas champions.
It's been a good game, though.
Barring some miracle thing happening here, they've got this thing locked up.
Barring anything.
You're calling it now?
Barring Houston reshaping their airport overnight, right out to walk 17 miles tomorrow. That's the only way this ends any different. So okay, I'll give you one scenario that they could probably pull this off. So Taloa's going to have to kick to them.
Yeah.
So they're going to have to run it back, score, get the onside kick, recover it, and score immediately again.
Yeah.
That's the only way.
Now, stranger things have happened in a youth football game.
No, I'll give you that, but not. Well, we're at a 2-score lead, so we'll see how this plays out. But that's essentially the only way that there's enough time left to pull this off.
Yeah, and given that scenario, it starts right here on this kickoff.
It's a great kick, and it stays in bounds.
And it's fielded. And
Down
we've
about
got
the
some
20.
room here. Oh, dancing back there and just allowing the coverage team to get to him. Zero return here, and it's going to be 1st and 10, deep in their own territory. Olin's got a mountain to climb here with 1:52 left on the clock.
The same scenario applies for a minute here. But you've got to score, and then you've got to get the
score
ball.
now. You got to score right now.
And you got to get the onside kick. I mean, all that's still intact, but you got to get up the field, and you got to cash this in right now. And if it were me, I'd go back to that play that they scored on, because that was a thing of beauty. Now, the one that happened over here, that's great too. But I like that they're not lining up in that double split. Okay.
Faking the reverse.
Fake, and he's going to keep it and run out of bounds.
He's going to keep it. Doesn't run out of bounds. Doesn't get out of bounds. Probably should have.
Okay, so you're going to stop it for the first down. But they got to be on the ball right now.
Pretty close too. Yeah, you got to get.
Oh, he got the first. He already motioned it.
Clock is running, coach.
Yeah, that snap's good. It's got to come. You can't talk to him. Call the play and get in.
And now he's got to see. This is something you've got to plan for. This scenario you got to plan for. He's sending the offensive line. He's giving the play, but they're still deep in the play clock, and just chewing up time here. screen to the outside, minimal yards.
Yeah, they'll give that up all day.
Yeah, you've got to. You're not testing the defense here, and you're not giving yourself an opportunity. You got to get that ball down the field, and you got to get the play calling quicker.
But what's happened the last few times? They are killing the clock. But when he did that pass to the flat, the little lateral over there, then he come back to the. Here we go. So they're probably going to fake the lateral in the backfield. You know. And if he doesn't get out of bounds, okay, they gave it to him.
So he's out of bounds, stops the clock with 34 seconds. But the clock management here, just you've got to plan for this. You've got to have a 2-minute fast-paced offense in your playbook, and they just don't. And there's a couple ways to do that. You know, you can rotate receivers. You got an extra receiver on the field. Just run him in as soon as the play's over and bring somebody out every play to get that in quicker. But you also got to, call multiple plays or be able to audible at the line of scrimmage. These kids are old enough to where you can put some kind of scheme in where you can just line them up and call the play out. But
there it is.
Going deep. Oh, good defense going for the ball there.
He faked the lateral to the backfield. But is that number one?
That's Willie.
He learned something from that play earlier. Watch this guy when he comes out because he's going to fake it. And he was over here in a position to break that up and could have intercepted it.
And his coach met him at the numbers to tell him what a great job he did. Great job. And now that brings up 4th down. Essentially, this is the game. It was anyway, but last attempt to keep any hope alive here on 4th and 6.
It's got to come back to that same play. If either one of those receivers can get a little bit deep.
Defenders back up. They're going to take it to the other side.
And
it's going to go nowhere. Incomplete pass. Turnover on downs.
Flag? Well, you're not going to do that, are you?
This is in the defense.
Okay, that might not have been necessary.
I mean, as long as you're officiating within the rules, I guess it's necessary. But
it's going.
I'm super confused on what they're enforcing here.
I thought he was going to call it on the offense, but he wanted to move.
He went back to the line of scrimmage to march it off. That's going to be an automatic 1st down. But at this point, we've got 26 seconds left on the clock, so you're playing for pride here. See if you can end this on a positive note.
Yeah, line up in the same formation. Do the same thing to this side. See what happens.
Draw.
Okay.
Draw to Wyatt Olin.
But you can see the effectiveness of what happens when you start opening that defense.
Absolutely. And they used their last timeout with 18 seconds left on the clock. And, you got to give it to the Olin team. They're fighting to the last second, and that's what you want to see from your team.
Yeah.
Good, hard-fought game by both teams. Both teams struggling on offense to stay mistake-free, penalty-free. But overall, really good game. Probably the most competitive game. Well, we did have that one game that was really competitive. But this was very competitive the whole game. The majority of the game were with a 6-0 lead, and anybody's game just waiting for a play to.
We talked about it all day. Somebody has to win this game. Somebody has to lose it, and everybody knows that when you step on a field, there's going to be a winner and a loser.
Yeah, and it's whoever steps up and makes the play. And today that was Taloa. They made it happen. Couple of breakaway plays were the difference in the game. Really about 3 plays were a difference in this game.
Yeah. And on this level, that's about the way it is.
Falls incomplete. Brings up 3rd down. 11 seconds left on the clock. Pretty good coverage on there, but the ball made it in his hands. He just couldn't hold on to it. Same formation.
Oh, he's throwing deep. There it is. And
They're going to let that contact go.
So we got probably one more play.
Yeah, 6 seconds on the clock. Time for one more play on 4th down.
So if you're interested in a highlight package of today's game or the season, contact the office on Monday or Tuesday, 407-678-2011. Ask for Marlena. And if you need to, you can send me an email, mccraryj@QwikCut.com. It's MCCRARY, the letter J, at QwikCut, QwikCut.com.
And in that last 6 seconds of the game, interception. Taloa, your 2025 North Central Texas 10-11U champions. Great game. Great work by both teams. Obviously, they wouldn't be playing today if they didn't have great seasons. You gotta hang your hat on that if you're Olin. But Taloa getting that championship this year, and they earned every bit of it. You know, they did enough to win the game, and you know, it's who wants it more, and they clearly did today. Congratulations to the Aledo Taloa Bearcats, your 2025 North Central Texas Youth Football Champions at the 10 and 11U division. We've got 12U upcoming.
Sixth grade.
Sixth grade, I'm sorry. Sixth grade team up next to end the day of championships here live at Aledo High School. Stick around. You're watching the QwikCut Sports Network live from Aledo, Texas.